Welcome, welcome, welcome to our beautiful sacred pause for the equinox. Phyllis and I have just been chatting just a second as we're beginning here. And just this idea of, can you believe we are at the culmination of Vision Quest? Ah! And of course, her book published this week. So, Phyllis, go ahead and come on a moment and share with us. Okay, I want to figure out how I want to say it. Your biggest highlight or your biggest oh from the book being published, going live, that culmination piece.
Yeah, I'll have to say becoming the person that I needed to be to ask for support, to show up, and to make it happen with ease and with just an outpouring of people so generous.
It was absolutely beautiful watching that happen. And so it is so very, very exciting to be here, to have watched your process through the birthing of the book, and to watch us all grow and expand and mature here through the Vision Quest this year. Oh, there is so much going on. I'm very excited for today. So let us open our circle, allowing ourselves to settle in, bringing ourselves completely here, taking some nice deep breaths. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Allowing yourself to feel settled. Calling in our circle. Calling upon all of those who love us unconditionally, inviting them to join us here. As we almost lock arms together in this circle, feeling the presence of our sisters, the presence of our guides, of the angels, of the spirits, Archangel Michael, Joan of Arc, Sophia, all of your particular guides, inviting them into the circle. And inviting in as well, I've been working since our last conversation at Dark Moon. I've been working with the dragons and the fae and inviting them in as well. Oh, all entities that love us unconditionally and that are here, ready, willing, and able to support us. We open our arms and say, yes, come and join us in our circle. So taking another deep breath in, bringing hands to prayer pose for another breath. And now another deep breath in. On the exhale, allowing your fingers to fall forward and spreading them apart, separating the time-space reality. Moving out the past and the future. And as we have our arms spread wide, just falling into the quantum field of infinite possibility. This beautiful open space where everything is available to us and everything is possible. Bring hands back for prayer pose for another breath. now taking that energetic space that we've created around us and allowing it to expand and expand out until it fills the room completely. So you got some room to maneuver here. Beautiful. Now, the sacred pause for equinox, we're familiar with the equinox by now. We're seeing where it falls on our wheel of the year. But it's a quarter turn here. Austera is the Celtic name for it. Persephone is one of the goddesses of the spring equinox, as she is allowed to come back, according to her tale, coming back to visit her mother. And that's what brings the earth back to life. So fun to have these stories. Now, equinox itself is at 00 degrees Aries, and the actual time is a little later in our evening, so it'll actually fall on the 20th in international time, and for the rest of the world, which for us is today. And it's always nice to know that the world will continue tomorrow, since it already is in half the world. And 00 degrees is Aries. It is the beginning of the astrological year. So it's so beautiful that, we have gone against society in so many ways with not starting our year on January 1st and not starting our year at other spots, but we've just waited until the astrological year hit Aries and to begin our year. So we have two powerful processes today to complete the vision quest. And this is a very, very potent time, because this particular equinox is bringing a surge and an opening to the intense birthing of the new era. We have been in tumult of this 20-year period from, was it 2012 to 2032? And we've been in the tearing down, tumultuous period until now. And now we are in the co-creating and building up part of this time span. And that's what we're going to be feeling. Remembering that April is the wildest, biggest, whatever term you want to put on it, month of our year 2024. And we're going to talk more about it at dark moon. But the full moon at the end of this month on the 25th is going to have a very strong eclipse and begins this eclipse cycle. And so we're going to talk again about April's energies, but I want to invite you also to refer back to your guide for all of the specific aspects and events and things that are happening as we move through the year. So the number one thing for us to do from now through the end of April, actually, as always, is to surrender to Source. Follow your guidance, and meditation is more important than ever to set yourself up to be proactive versus reactive. That is our challenge, if you want to use that word, but that is what we're invited to do. And most of us are already here. I mean, it's why we're here. It's what we're working on, is this idea of being proactive, of being more connected than disconnected, more aware that everything has a reason and a purpose than freaking out because the sky is falling. So living in this proactive way. So I have a statement for you. It comes out as a question, but it's an evolutionary advancing awareness question. So I'm going to put it on the slide now, and I'll read it out as well. So you can make a screen copy, screen share, however you do it, a copy of it if you'd like to have it. So as we're considering this, here's what we're thinking about. What would it be like to be more actively choosing what your higher self is guiding you to create without the resistance of the ego mind, the personality level that is being deconstructed now? So that's a lot of words. But what we're looking at is if we would stop focusing on the old, focusing on how we've always done things, how we're protecting ourselves from, oh my God, change, those pieces of resistance, what would it be like to then just follow your higher self and create whatever it is you want? So this is a great question. Not even to like, you could take it to journaling or to dance and work with it, but it's really almost just a question that opens up your mind, if you will, but it opens your entire being to source. It's just a, gosh, I wonder what it would be like to actively choose what my higher self is guiding me to create without resistance. Wonder what it would be like. So that's the question we're going to leave ourselves with here for Equinox at the beginning of the year. And now I'm going to invite you to settle back and let us settle in for our vision walk. So we know that all of the wisdom of the past, the present, and the future is contained in the real you, in your higher self, in your essence. And the vision walk, which is our habit on almost all sacred pauses, it is a way to get the ego self out of the way, get the mind out of the way, and to reconnect with the real you. And the main purpose of the vision walk is not to answer a question or solve problems. It is actually to get you in touch with your deeper being. Each time you do one, you get better acquainted with the quality of your inner voice, and you learn a little more about how to live an authentic life. So during the meditation, you will get clear on your question. So you're going to pick a question and stick with it. It can be any question, specific, open-ended, yes or no. Just make sure that it's a question that's important to you. Here are some samples. You do want to keep your question as simple as possible, and the shorter the better. And then pay attention to how you frame your question. Generally, if you frame it in the positive, like, how can I succeed, rather than why can't I succeed, you're going to get a more positive answer, of course. We're also going to have a timer handy. So you're going to set it for 30 minutes when I tell you to. And that way you won't have to even think about how much time has passed. Normally, it'll take about 5 to 20 minutes, but if the timer goes off, simply just return here. So let's begin by taking in another deep breath. Feeling yourself supported by your chair. And then taking another breath in and relaxing as you let this one out. And now see and feel the light of your spirit as a luminous egg, shimmering silvery gold, extending about a foot beyond your physical form. It's protecting and soothing, bathing your body in the light of the real, authentic you. This luminous egg is fed by the light of the sun and the spirit that moves through all things. And as you inhale your next breath, breathe in this light that surrounds your body. And that's it. Feel it as it enters your lungs and moves into your bloodstream. Feel it as it rushes to your heart. Feel it as it's pumped into the arteries and capillaries that feed your physical body. Let this light penetrate and permeate every organ and bone and muscle and cell. As you breathe in, allow yourself to be nourished by the light. And as you breathe out, release any and all cares about the past or the future, any sense of worry or concern, any darkness or fear. Breathe in that wonderful, renewing, rejuvenating life force. And again, breathe out all that does not need to remain. Allow yourself to simply sink down, down, down into the ocean of your own deeper consciousness, finding yourself completely relaxed and in a deep state of inner peace. Now imagine that you're in a control room. This control room is filled with phones and computers and blinking lights. And there are also people rushing to and fro, typing and talking, delivering messages here and there. And just take a moment and observe this space and feel the amazing energy and activity here. This is the control room of your mind. And it's time to turn it off. The main power switch is over there on the wall next to the elevator. So move over to the power switch. Good. Now reach up with one hand, grab hold of the switch, and pull it down. Watch the power go off in the control room. The lights dim and go out. The computer screens go black. People slump at their desks. All activity ceases. With the exception of a few blinking lights, it's dark now, and the mind is completely quiet. You won't be needing the mind for this exercise but it will still take care of your body while you're gone. Now, right next to that power switch is an elevator with an open door. Go over to the elevator and step inside. Good. You're going to take the elevator down several floors and push the heart-shaped button on the console, the one that says heart chamber. That's it. You're going down now, down into the heart chamber. Down, down, down. Good. Gently descending into a space where you're always connected to your truest self, to the real you. You're about to enter a very special room, a place of infinite peace and joy, a place of unbounded creativity and wisdom. You can always feel the energy of this wondrous space emanating from the chamber as the elevator comes to a gentle stop. The elevator doors open, and you rejoice as you step slowly into your heart chamber. You feel bathed in peace and love. Allow yourself to feel the deep joy of this homecoming. Now walk deeper into this space of truth. Take your time. Notice what the chamber looks like. Notice how it feels. And allow yourself to absorb its wonderful energy. This is the core of your being, the heart of the real you. Take another moment to savor the room. Feel your intimate connection to Mother Earth and all creation, to plants and animals, and planets and stars. Feel your oneness with and your deep love for all humanity. Notice the portals to the past and the future, and gaze at the magical doorways that give you access to all of the wisdom of the universe. Now look toward the middle of your heart chamber. In the very center is a plush, reclining couch, perfectly formed to fit your body. Glide over and take a closer look. Notice the color and the shape and the texture of the couch. Reach out and feel its softness. Now sit back in the couch, sinking into it and observing your chamber. Never have you felt so deeply peaceful and relaxed. And as you lie back on the couch, close your eyes and allow yourself to formulate your question. Keeping it short and simple. This is the question that is most important to you. The question you most want to answer right now. You know what it is. If you've forgotten, relax and it'll come to you. During the next few minutes, allow the question to become a part of you. Focus on your question and nothing else. Dwell on it. Feel it. Repeat it over and over like a mantra. Allow it to permeate your whole being. Allow it to seep into every cell. Become your question. We'll take 2 or 3 minutes of silence to do this. Beautiful. Now that your question is very clear, and now it is contained within your entire body, begin to draw the energy of the question into your lungs. With each in-breath, see and feel the energy of your question pulling in from your extremities and compacting into your lungs. It's coming in now from your fingers and your toes, from your arms and your legs, from your head and your chest and your abdomen. The energy of your question pulls in and compacts into a ball in the center of your lungs. Notice its color and its shape. Notice how it spins and it draws more energy into itself. Keep drawing it in until all of the energy of your question is contained within this ball in the center of your lungs. Now all of the energy of your question is there inside of your lungs. Now imagine that you're holding a deflated yellow balloon in the fingers of one hand. It's a flat, yellow, deflated balloon just dangling there. You can feel the rubbery texture in your fingers. When you're ready, lift the balloon to your lips and blow the energy of your question into it. That's right. Just blow up the balloon. The energy of your question is leaving your lungs and filling the balloon like helium. Feel it going out and watch the balloon expand as you blow. 3 or 4 good breaths should do it. Good, beautiful. Now your balloon is fully inflated and all of the energy of your question is inside of it. And already you can feel the balloon straining to lift into the air. But hold on to it for a moment more. Tie a knot in your balloon before you let it go. Feeling the texture of the balloon in your hands. Hearing the rubbery, hollow sound of your fingers scraping against the fully inflated balloon. And now imagine you're tying colorful streamers to the balloon so it'll be more visible in the air. Your balloon is straining to take off now. But before you let it go, see your question written clearly on the side of that balloon in big, bold letters. Now, at last, hold your decorated balloon up aloft in your fingers and let it go. There it goes. Look, up into the air, watching it sail away in the sky, up, 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 bobbing and sailing on the wind now, up into the clouds, getting smaller now, smaller, rising into the clear blue sky. The writing is barely visible now. It's getting smaller and smaller. The balloon becomes a dot and it disappears. At last, your question has been released. It has been sent and delivered to the source where all questions are immediately answered. It's as easy as ask and receive. The answer to your question has already been sent. All you have to do is go and find it. In a moment, you're going to open your eyes and listen to your heart. If it tells you to stay and meditate, then stay and meditate. If it tells you to walk out inside, then walk outside. If it keeps you inside, then glide from room to room. Walk as if you're floating in a dream and be relaxed but attentive to the things around you. You will receive your answer in a way that is just right for you. It will be given in something you see or hear, smell, taste, or touch, maybe even something you feel or do. Don't prejudge how your answer will come. It will be very specific. It will be clear and unmistakable. Now open your eyes and prepare to begin your walk. We'll walk for 5 to 20 minutes, but no more than half an hour. And when you get your answer, take a moment to savor it. Feel the magic and the wonder of the process. Appreciate the wisdom of the real you, the no self that is unbounded by space and time or limitation. Open your heart in gratitude. Then return here and journal about your experience with the prompts that will be waiting for you here. After you complete gathering your experience, share in chat that you're complete. And when everyone is ready, those who wish can share their experience. So let's begin. Set your timer and enjoy your quest. Beautiful. Welcome back. If you're listening as a recording and you're not quite complete, just mute us until you're, well, not mute, pause until you are complete and then come back for the remainder. Oh, beautiful. Phyllis, would you like to share what your question was and what you received?
Sure. So my question was, how can I contribute to my joyful expansion?
Ooh, all
Yeah.
right.
And as this morning in my meditation, I realized that everything that for Vision Quest and for the last, I don't know, year or two, has been focused on the book launch, which happened last week. So
Mhm,
yay. And what's next is what I got was joyful expansion. So during my meditation, because I was guided to just sit,
mhm,
I got allow for it, expect it. And what joyful expansion means is more aliveness and connection.
mhm,
And to see everything from the lens of joyful expression, I mean, expansion. Um, I had this moment on an airplane in the fall where I came out of meditation and I had tears of joy streaming down my face, and I could hear we did it, is what I
mm,
was saying to myself. And so, in order to get that we did it moment, that's what this joyful expansion is. And I'm imagining it's me speaking. Like I have numerous speaking engagements coming up and putting myself out there and maybe collaborating with people or co-creating something. There's going to be a we, as in we did it, and there's going to be a me participating in we did it.
yes. So how does that feel?
Oh, the energy was just off the charts. I think I was just basking in all that yummy energy that I could feel in my heart and emanating out through my whole body, probably for a good 5 minutes or more
Oh,
before I came
wonderful.
back.
Wonderful, wonderful.
It's in
Um,
every cell.
yes. Oh, very good. Oh, I love it. Um, so I was actually guided as well to stay. And I had pulled down this. I have the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed. I love her stuff. I have most of hers. And I think I've used it once in, I don't know, however long I've had it. Gee, let's see. Let's tell on myself. It was published in 2020. So, a couple years. And but I pulled it off the shelf and opened it the other day and then got busy with other things. Well, it's because that's what it wanted me to pull today. And so the three cards that flew out of the deck one at a time, didn't even get a chance to draw them. So okay, fine. Uh, one was 12, which of course, is so good for me, 12. Bearing fruit. And then the second card was willing release. And the third is into me, I see. So I didn't complete the entire reading yet. I'll do that later, but I did complete the bearing fruit card, and the biggest piece of it is to get into a lot, because my question was, what is my next step? We're starting a whole brand new year. We've got all this new stuff going on. Get into alignment with what genuinely lights you up
Mm.
and be clear about what you intend. So that is going to lead straight into this willing release card. Because if I am only going to be in alignment with what genuinely lights me up, I got to let go of a whole bunch of stuff that I just started doing because might be fun, or I ought to do it, or yeah. So going to be exciting times around here to see what happens and how it plays out. So the next part of what we're going to do is, I'm gonna go ahead and go off. Well, I'll stay on camera. It is our beautiful, everyone's, I think, done it before, but it's always new. And it is our I honor who I am tapping. So let's take some nice deep breaths in and just prepare ourselves to receive. So at this point in our vision quest, we're taking a stand for what we desire. Hello, genuinely lights you up. And we are establishing strong boundaries with our upgraded beliefs. So today we're going to work to strengthen your third chakra power as we introduce a new idea about your identity. Now, most of us understand that who we are is not static. We get that we are ever evolving beings. However, many of us still believe that this evolution is a process of being perfected and healed, dare I say, fixed, so we can finally be, if not perfect, at least complete, finished, done. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how true is your belief that one day you must get all of this healing done? Make a note of your number. Yet, finally being done is actually not possible. The knowing at your third chakra is that you are an ever unfolding miracle. This means that you are called to be open to discovering who you are new every day, discovering the true mystery of who you are, unique in every moment, fresh, alive, new, different, more. This is what keeps life exciting and ever evolving. So we're going to tap on I honor who I am. So allowing yourself to relax, taking in another deep breath, feeling yourself held by a chair, relaxing as you exhale, feet flat on the floor, feeling grounded in solidity. So begin with your first tapping point and repeat after me, moving through the points with each phase as we always do with these. Even though I have spent a lifetime believing that I need fixing, believing there was something wrong with me that just needed to get fixed, and hiding who I really am because it's not enough. Withholding myself on purpose, judging myself as not perfect. I totally honor who I am. Completely unique in this world, unique and new in every moment. A constantly transforming miracle. That's the truth. Because the truth is, I'm alive, fresh and new, different every single day. I am a complete mystery. And I am open to discovering myself every day. I am open to honoring who I am, my feelings and my actions as totally unique. I am open to honoring that my body and soul together express my uniqueness. And that's actually my life purpose. I am open to the gifts of my third chakra, my power center, my desire to go be me in the world, which is my life purpose. I totally honor who I am, unique in every way, alive and fresh, transforming in every moment. I'm a true one of a kind, and the world absolutely needs me. Needs me to be all of me. I am open to this for my highest good and the highest good of everyone I touch in my life. As I own who I am, full of joy and passion, I give everyone permission to do the same. And that is a beautiful way to love other people. And take a nice deep breath and notice how those words felt. More importantly, how does it feel in your body now? Where is the energy moving? On a scale of 1 to 10, how true is your belief that you must get this healing done and completed? Has that number gone down? And you can use this process again and again and keep bringing this false belief that we need to be fixed, bringing that down. Your homework this week is to honor yourself as special and unique. Come up with fun ways to do this. You know, my favorite, walking around the house and pointing at yourself. I'm awesome. I'm a rock star. The world is looking for the special that I bring. So celebrate yourself as what you really, really are. Both a flawed and an awesomely special person, because you are both. Then I'm going to ask you to ask a friend who cares about you if they would share with you some of the qualities that they see in you and love about you. And we're not looking for a checklist of areas to improve. So make sure you're clear when you ask them that you want to know what they see in you that they think is just awesome. And you can put your list in your book of awe. And I'd love to see your list as well and celebrate with you. So taking another deep breath in, coming back here. Welcome, Rola. We haven't seen you in a while. It's so good to see you. I think we had the timing all screwed up.
Thank you.
Yes, we've gone on some kind of a time zone warp here, and so but everything's recorded for you, so that'll be perfect. But I'm glad you're here now. So let's go ahead and pull out our intuitive art, and from here, from this place of being at the threshold of this new year, let's receive a visual message for what our guidance wants us to know. We'll take a couple minutes to do that, and then we'll come back and share. Is everybody ready or need some more time?
I'm good.
All right, Roller wraps hers up in a moment. You want to share yours, Phyllis?
Sure. So I was guided to draw a star, which is kind of like
Ooh.
lines of a star.
Uh-huh.
And what I heard was shine brightly with love, your action and energy, and spend time in the unseen realm. So black is my for unseen.
Mm-hmm.
There's pink for love, and the orange is energy and action.
Wow. It has the energy to me of a starburst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of
Oh,
the energy that I'm feeling, like this big expansiveness.
oh, it's so exciting. So exciting. Roller, were you able to get one?
Yeah, so I was walking around. I don't know if you can see this because I think my screen is set on blur anyway.
It's working.
Yeah, not really, kind of. And yeah, exactly. The spring has definitely sprung where I live in the Andalusian countryside in South Spain. And so there's a lot of flowers and this idea of abundance. It's really,
Mm,
there's like an abundance of wildflowers, lemons and oranges, and this fertility. And I had this feeling that like this coming season was like almost like the harvest. I was like reaping a reward um of the hard work of the last few years, actually. Like
mhm,
there was a coming to fruition. That's what it
mhm,
was. It feels like there was an abundance and a coming to fruition, but on a longer time scale, not just like of winter going into spring, but of like this last few years of like seemingly moving through treacle backwards on my head. And finally, it's like, oh, the spring is here and there's abundance. So
Oh,
yeah.
oh, I'm so
Mm.
happy. So happy to hear it.
Thank you.
See, I've got to do this so I can see myself, so I can see what y'all see. Show selfie. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Maybe. There. I didn't know I was blasting you. So I have a yellow lunascape, and then this turquoise heart, and then around it all, which you can't see, is a circle that completely encircled it all, and it's white. So that, of course, is spirit. So the yellow for me, I have a couple definitions for yellow, but the main one for this picture is calm. Just this luminoscape of calm. And then turquoise is wisdom, spiritual grounding, wholeness, creativity, intuition. There's also some uh, pieces of loyalty, which to me is this idea of keeping on doing what I'm doing, just keep going. Um, with the things that I genuinely enjoy, which was a message I got today from the walk. And then of course surrounding it all is spirit. So that felt really, really good for where we're going, what we're doing. And yeah, oh, beautiful. This has been, well, it's been our most amazing vision quest yet. And they can only get better, right? Um, so while you consider your diamond, I'm going to invite you to consider not just from our time together today, but also from our time together in Vision Quest. And I'm going to close the records, and then I'll come back and invite you to share your diamond. Oh, thank you. Phyllis, what's your diamond?
Mine overall for Vision Quest is who I've become
Mm,
this whole process, and that this is getting so much, I don't know, juicier, which is a word I don't usually use, but I'll take it. The possibility of the joyful expansion that is coming.
Beautiful. I love how, this next step is all about getting out, and that you are eager to do this.
Mhm.
It is so exciting. I love it. Rolla, what is your diamond from our quest? You're muted, sweetie. So when that idea comes to you, we'll not hear it.
Thank you for that. I think what's resonating for me the most right now is sort of my word of the year, graceful, really kind of ringing. But what I think has been interesting and maybe somewhat unexpected is that somehow that feels linked to abundance, like that sort of being full of grace is synonymous with abundance, and that I now feel ready to welcome, receive, and accept that in all its different forms, financial and otherwise. And so, and I love that whilst I've got like an idea of setting up a family foundation, which for me would be like a marker of that abundance, I haven't gone into my usual, right, we need a plan. How are we going to do this? And, like I've just been like, embracing, welcoming, like clear, like that's what I'm doing. And then and then I sort of sat back and went, all right, then over to you.
Absolutely.
And that feels like a real change.
Yes.
And a good one.
This was kind of hinted at the beginning, but I'm going to restate it here in case it wasn't clear then. That is part of what we're experiencing in the energies, is we have come through 10 years since 2012. We have come through this tearing everything down. And now we have entered the 10 years to 32 where we're building everything up new. Now, that is for those of us who are awake enough to be responsive versus reacting. And, the rest of the world, just, chicken little sky is falling kind of thing. And this is all new. Thank you, Sophia. Our standing strong in our stability is what will bring people to us to go, why are you not freaking out? Why are you not, do you not read the news? Do you not know what's going on? And that's what's going to draw these people who are meant to work with us to us. Gina just said something in a new course. I'm sure she said it a billion times, but I heard it for the first time. This is not a figuring out process. This is a feeling into experience. Now, she meant it about one part of her new program, and I went, yeah, because that is one of this thing of how many times in my life, if I had a penny for every time in my life that I said I had to figure this out, I'd be the richest woman on earth. Me and Elon Musk would be in a neck-to-neck battle. And I'm just not. Just like what you just said. I'm not figuring anything out. And it's such a habit. It took me almost 2 weeks of every time I'm not figuring it out. I'm not figuring it out. There's nothing to figure out. Yes, there are things that, my brain needs. I need to pull out the hammer to do a task, the hammer of my brain, but I'm not going around hitting everything with the hammer to see if that'll help. And oh my God, they're just like, ah. So your feeling of where you're at and what's happening is so right on. I just want to honor that your intuition is aces and right on. So congratulations. Oh, and for everyone as well, you too as well, and in the portal down below where I'm going to post all of this, there will be like one final chapter, and it is it's a survey about what you liked, what you'd like to change, also a testimonial. I would love to have 10 times the number of people next year in Vision Quest. The world is ready for Vision Quest. I just got to get the word out. And so having more testimonials is always helpful. So that's there. So I'm going to invite you to do that. And also knowing that between now and the end of April, there's so much galactic stuff going on. So many new solar flares are like everywhere. The universe is doing its job. It is changing everything. And so we just, not a hunker down, but we just need to stay meditated up. We won't medicate up, but we want to stay meditated up and just be observers. Isn't this interesting? Yeah, you go solar flares and just see how it all plays out. But the other piece too, one of my, and I love how this one puts this, one of my trusted astrological people, because I am not an astrologer, but one of my trusted sources, she was talking about this, that we are going to have this new energy and this, oh, I want to get started on that. I want to get going on that. And to wait until at least the last week of April to really start stuff, because we're going to really feel the push pull. I got to do it. No, I don't. Got to do it. No, I don't. And us in our old figure it out selves, we'd be beating ourselves up and wearing ourselves out. And the point of all of this is we don't need to. But okay, it's gestating. You remember that last 3 or 4 weeks of pregnancy when you're like, I am done with this. I have done my job. Get it out. I want to start the other part of this adventure of a lifetime. I'm done. That's what, oh, I have goosebumps everywhere. So obviously that was a good example from Sophia. That's what this is going to feel like. And so just like wiser women would tell us, just chill out, take a nap, and calm down, because everything is going to change when it changes. And then the rest of your life will commence. So in the meantime, just go take a nap and put your feet up. Because we were just to go. But that's what it's going to feel like. And so that's where this idea of being very, very responsive, but not reacting. So I'm excited. Let's share in our group how we're navigating this, what's coming up, what we're noticing about this new energy as it shifts on through. And I know that today's the last day of Vision Quest, but Rolla, I'm inviting you to come to the full moon, which is at the end of this month, because that's going to be the first lunar eclipse. So I'm going to invite you to that. So and of course, you are invited to stay. If it works for you, come on in. We love having your energy in the temple. So, all right, lots of water, lots of moving, whatever your body wants to do, because we are in the thick of it today. And I so appreciate you being here. It is so much fun to be here with you. And I want to thank all of the guides, the guards, the dragons, the fae, anybody who came to be in our circle today. I want to thank them for holding us up and supporting us during this beautiful, special, special time. So as we prepare to close the circle, let's return energy. Any energy in your field that belongs to someone else, we return it to cinder with love and consciousness. Deep breath in. Return it to cinder. Any energy in your field that belongs to something else, we're going to release all of that. Woohoo! And let it be transmuted back into love. Deep breath in. Release it. Beautiful. Now calling your energy back. Deep breath in. Sensing, feeling, knowing that your energy is riding your breath back into your field. Again. Sensing, feeling, knowing that it's settling in right where it belongs, filling in all the spots that are left by the energy we returned. And one final time, allowing that energy to come down into your body, all the way down, down, down to your first chakra. Filling you completely and ending yourself in a big hug. Letting your energy know, I see you, I feel you. I honor you and I thank you. I love you. Mm. Mm. Beautiful. Thank you all so very, 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 very much. And it's with great love and joy. I want to make sure that y'all can hear this. Because as we have discovered, I have to turn the sound. It won't do it. Oh, here it is. It's already hiding from me. Well, I'm going to ring the bell, so hopefully you'll hear it. I declare our vision quest for 2024 is complete and our circle as well. Namaste, my beautiful friends.